After what is nearly 1 year and a half in a foreign country, that foreign country being Mexico, our time is coming to a close. Whoa! This is wicked.
This tripod does not want to stay still today.
We are leaving Mexico in roughly 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Pretty crazy.
It does. It's kind of sad, but also exciting at the same time to be leaving this magnificent country.
So we are gonna walk through, the tripod keeps moving, and I'm holding it with my toe. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, we are gonna chat with you today about how we wrapped up our time in Mexico. After a beautiful Christmas in Tenochtitlan, we decided to head down to Barra de Navidad, which is one of our favorite little towns in Mexico. We were with a whole fleet of kid boats, which was so much fun, and we were there for New Year's Eve, and we knocked out a few boat projects. We keep driving through these massive bait balls. They're all jumping at the surface of the water. It's pretty cool. Can you hear it? We have had a wonderful time in Tenochtitlan, and now we are heading to another favorite spot, revisiting Barra de Navidad for New Year's. We have quite a lot going on in Barra de Navidad this morning. Talking on the phone to Mom and Dad. Servicing winches. And we're flagging down the French baker. Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Excellent, how are you?
Fine.
Oh, you've been busy.
Yeah, sure, super busy.
More Pacific prep here. We've got a light bulb to change, and we're also trying to change the setup on our topping lift. The topping lift is what raises and lowers the backside of the boom for any sail kind of trim that you want to do, depending on wind strength and wind angle. We have a unique system that works really well, but I find there's not a lot of adjustment for it. There's a fixed cord that comes from the masthead down, and then there's a few blocks that are attached and it runs in the boom, and that's how we adjust the height. The line is too short, so I can't lift it up very high. Sometimes we like to use that topping lift as the anchor point with a preventer, which will then allow the sail to kind of float freely. But right now, when we have 2 reefs in the main, which I know we're going to for the Pacific a lot, to cinch the boom down to stop it from flogging, all that weight is on the leech, the back side of that mainsail, which isn't good for it. So we have a spare main halyard that comes out right next to the one we use for the mainsail, and I'm going to attach that to the back of the boom, and then we can have infinite adjustment for that. And then just... aww.
It doesn't fit?
Well, the bolt's too thick for what we have. I think I have a shackle that actually twists, because if I put one this way and I come up, this will then be in a weird orientation. But I think I have one that goes through and then twists. Found my bit. That's it there. I'm going to disconnect that topping lift. I've got a bulb I'm going to try and change. And I also have 2 shackles that I need to replace for the spinnaker halyards.
Oh my gosh, Bentley, that is so helpful. Hey Mick, are you good?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I'm too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Oh, yeah.
1 out of 3?
1 out of 3. The bulbs I got to replace, the wrong bulb, but like just by the weirdest little reason they didn't fit. And then the shackles for the spinnaker halyards, I had a closer look at. They're not too bad. I did want to replace them, but we just don't have the right ones.
But you removed the topping lift.
Yep.
So Success.
Done.
Someone recently messaged us and asked if you are always so calm in real life as you are on camera when you're doing frustrating projects. What would you say to that?
I would say any frustration comes from time. If we're in a rush to do anything, then yes, frustration comes in, and I think that does anybody. We've noticed that in just day-to-day things when we're rushing from place to place. But if we're somewhere, no matter how annoying the job is, if we've got the time to do it, then no, it's not frustrating. So
we tend to laugh a lot too when we're under pressure for some strange reason.
Yeah.
We just somehow get a bit silly about it all.
yeah, things are so relaxing out here a lot of the time that when drama does come up, it's fun and funny.
The other thing is, when we're really upset or frustrated, we tend not to pick up the camera.
Yeah, it's not the first. It's not the first thing we think
You don't
of.
really want to be filming when you're frustrated, so you do definitely get the best moments of us.
Yeah,
In our best moods.
for sure.
One of our favorite walks in Barra is to Secret Beach. While not all that secret, it is a truly beautiful and rugged beach. You walk along a cobblestone street through Isla Navidad Resort, and today we spotted a family of coati mundis up in the coconut trees. Coatis are a relative of the raccoon and have a long, pointed muzzle with a bushy, ringed tail. We love these little guys and their cute little teddy bear ears and funny little chirping noises. I found you! You are so cute! Hi!
Now he's going into that one too.
Oh, that one just peed! Oh. Did it catch you? Oh, it hit my leg!
Right down there.
Wow, look at those waves coming in.
I don't know why we're doing this. There's a fuel dock like right there that we could just go up to and easily dock, but we chose to fill a couple of jerry cans. But we did save some money. We saved the docking surcharge that all stations have. Is it worldwide or is it just Mexico?
I have no idea.
Anyway, they charge you like, I'm not sure exactly how much, but I think it's between 10 and 20% just for docking on top of your fuel bill. So we just carted all these up and brought them back and just paid what was at the pump.
Get a mouthful.
No, okay, that wasn't enough. You just have to get real close.
It's coming.
This is the first time this has happened because I'm all panicky because I'm on TV.
Do you taste it?
And that's basically it.
What'd you think of that, Bentley?
I would never do
Got
that.
easily
I'd
my.
never do that.
And after some lovely days at Barra de Navidad with your birthday was there.
Oh, yeah, I had my birthday and I
Yeah.
got spoiled.
Yeah.
We were with so many friends, which doesn't always happen out here. Like last year for my birthday, we were by ourselves, I think.
No, Nirvana had us over for a potluck.
It was so nice.
Potluck.
Potluck.
Enjoy those potlucks. Anyway, after that and some shenanigans at Barra de Navidad, we left a whole bunch of boats that were heading north, and we carried on south to Manzanillo with our good buddies Jackdaw.
How's it going?
Good.
Where are we going today?
Manzanillo.
Manzanillo! Somewhere new!
Today we are leaving many of our boat friends. We're in Barra right now. We've got Nirvana, we've got Arcuda, and we have our friends on Sally. Can't quite see them from here. And they are all heading north. And we are going to go one step further south to a town called Manzanillo.
With Jackdaw, yeah.
With our friends on Jackdaw. Is that them? Maybe that's them.
Sail days. And we had planned to stay down there for a couple of weeks, do some boat jobs, and also do some more exploring in a new place.
And it was our last sail, really, with Meraki and Jackdaw. And
Spinnakers up. It was good.
Oh yeah, it was a spinnaker day. It was really good.
It's a very, very, very light wind day. But we're on a beam reach, which means
that's about as high as we can point with the spinnaker up, and we've got a long way to go and light winds.
It's a spinnaker day.
Okay.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane.
Dolphins love our spinnaker. What?
So many.
So many dolphins.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
The Manzanillo area actually has quite a few little coves and anchorages that you can explore. And our first stop was Carrizal, and it was such a cool anchorage. We didn't really have any expectations, and we pulled in there. It was so beautiful.
Carrizal also sported some amazing snorkeling with fields of healthy coral and happy fish.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let up high, now we climb. Dreamy.
We did this really cool hike to one of our favorite beaches we've ever been to in Mexico.
Oh, beautiful.
White sandy beaches.
Wow.
It was very strange. We were trying to figure it out because we walked down a road and there was a lot of abandoned buildings, and it almost seemed like they had started building a resort and then that idea was abandoned. And on the beach that we made it to, there was all these abandoned palapas, flushing toilets and running showers.
We have come on this beautiful hike today over from Carrizal Anchorage to this insanely beautiful beach. We walked down a road and it definitely seems like they have put in the road to make some sort of resort or community because there's lots of signs, but perhaps it never came to be or it is still in the works. Hard to know in Mexico. And a shower? These are showers! Like, this is a very nice shower. There's one more stall, or two more of these stalls. I came in to see what it was. What? Flushing toilets? We are so far from civilization right now. We just can't quite figure out. We can't quite figure this out.
While we aren't totally sure who began building this area, known as Rancho Majahua, we have since learned that this area, that spans over 2,000 acres, is for sale and will likely one day sadly be developed into a country club and sanctuary, according to the listing.
The coolest part was there was a ton of turtle nests on the beach and turtle tracks, and these tracks were huge. They looked like they were from semi-trucks. They were so big.
It was really cool. There was like just nests all over the beach.
We were so intrigued that we decided we should go back in the dark, do this creepy hike on this creepy road in the dark, and camp out and see if we could spot a turtle nesting. And I think we sat there for 2 or 3 hours. And we did, we saw one. We kept we had this little spot we were sitting and camping out, and then one of us would really quietly go and like walk the beach line and see if we could spot anything.
Like every 20 minutes or so, someone would go do a turtle walk.
Search. And we didn't want to disturb them, so we were trying to be like really quiet and careful with the lights.
Where are you, Mick?
Yeah.
Okay. So we made it to the beach. It was quite an exciting walk. We set up our little camp. We've had some hot chocolate. And we're just kind of doing rounds of the beach every 10 or 15 minutes.
Scans.
Quietly with a little headlamp. Trying to see if we see any new tracks. It is really cool just to see the tracks and the nests. So this is a nest that's been clearly disrupted. Pillaged.
For some reason, the one time we go and actually see a turtle, I didn't have my camera with me. I don't know why. We saw this turtle and it was actually heading back into the water. We could see his track. He had come up, done a loop, and gone back in, and he was going in the surf as we approached him. So I don't think we scared him.
Just did a U-bolt. No,
Yeah.
he came up a
She?
long...
Wouldn't it be a she?
Yeah. She came up a long time before we got there, so I'm not sure what that was. Maybe it was just a scope out.
Who knows? But it was so cool. This turtle was enormous. Absolutely enormous. It was very, very cool.